And Jess, what do you think about this Panorama deal, where a new management buys up and comes in and tells these people, some of them in their 80s and 90s, that they got to move in 6 months, and they're going to remodel a thing, and when they come back, the rent's going to almost double. A lot of these people move. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's outrageous. It's outrageous that they're telling people you need to leave your home. We're going to remodel everything, and you're welcome to come back, but oh, the rent's going to be double the price. Never mind if you can afford that. Never mind that this has been your home, as you just told me, for nearly 30 years. And I think, again, it just shows that we can't rely on private developers to meet our housing supply, to maintain our housing supply, because they're ultimately driven by what's going to make the most profits, right? Not what's going to have, the most high quality housing for people in this city. And it shows that we've got to build a movement against this. We can stop this, but we can only do it if we get the community together in the Panorama, if we link the struggle against the Seattle Housing Authority Stepping Forward program, which is really stepping forward and shoving people off of a cliff. We got to get the community together on these issues. It's also connected to the home foreclosure crisis. Millions of people were kicked out of their homes, and now they're shoved into the rental market. And because there's so much demand, private developers are coming in and saying, wow, there's a lot of demand here. Maybe we can, take advantage of this and make a lot of profits. And forget all the people that aren't going to have the housing that they need. Forget all the homeless that are still on the streets, even though there's plenty of housing. We've got to link up our demands together, fight together in our communities so that we can defeat the private developers and start to talk about what's really needed. A tax on the super wealthy, a tax on the rich, so that we can build high quality public housing.
How many people are getting kicked out of there?
About 180 people. 180 apartments. There's more people than 180. So you're probably looking at 2 or 3 times that. Now, I've lived in Seattle since 1960 and, helped contribute to the growth of this city. Back when I came in, it was a wonderful place to live. And now they forced me out. And in other words, it's like corporate money chasing the people away from the city because I cannot afford to live here.
How many years did you live there?
Since 1987. And I'm looking at the move to Olympia because the rents are more reasonable. Now, are we going to let corporations chase our people out of the Seattle? You got any comment on that?
No, we're not going to let that happen. Not at all. Not without a fight. We've got to come together and say that enough is enough. Enough is enough of these private developers and big business deciding what kind of city we're going to live in. Where they decide what kind of jobs we have, these low-wage jobs rather than good union jobs, these expensive, swanky apartments that none of us can even afford to live in. We've got to take control over our community and our city.
I think we need some more public housing. In other words, if you can't compete with them, why can't our people ourselves own our housing? We need a lot more. Like down in the Yesler Terrace, they're saving $500 for the poor people and about $2,500 for the rich. Why in the devil don't they build 3,000 places for people low income so that we can live here and continue to produce for the city?